a man looking for an escape, a hotel in Ireland, and a witch that wants to drag him to hell. Today on Popcorn and Root Beer, we are breaking down the new Adam Scott horror film, Hokum. Welcome to another edition of Popcorn and Root Beer, and I am here once again to bring you a under 10-minute review of the now pretty viral horror flick, Hokum. Small indie cast, except for Adam Scott, who really puts a lot on his shoulders. I had not heard of any of the other actors in this movie before going in. I saw it last night. I liked it. I will put that right up front. But before we get any further, spoilers are ahead. So if you want to see it totally unsullied, then I would stop now, come back later, and hit that little like, subscribe, and share button. And that way you don't forget to come back and see if our reviews are the same. So let's dive into Hokum. Adam Scott is leading the charge. He plays this character named Ohm, who is really in a dark place. His parents have died, and he is drinking himself into oblivion as he's trying to finish his novel. It's a classic, like he's a writer and needs to get away from his home. He lives in like one of those like rich person mansions that is so like it's all concrete, it's dark, it's dingy, it looks like a dungeon. But he's trying to finish his novel, and it opens at the end of his novel with this idea that his main character is going to essentially bludgeon a child to death. It's really dark. He can't find the ending, so he looks at a picture of his mother and flies to Ireland to go to this hotel where his parents went on their honeymoon. Throughout, we see this woman popping up, and she's bloodied and she's dead and she looks scary. While he's out there, he meets this kind of strange man out in the woods. He essentially takes magic mushrooms, and he's like, "Oh, it'll open your mind to a whole bunch of things," and that kind of stuff. So Adam Scott's character goes to the bar that night, drinks, gets himself drunk, is a total prick the entire movie. Adam Scott is not likable in this movie, and that is the point of his character, because the owner of the hotel says this tale to these children of a witch that will drag you through hell. She will lock you in chains and drag you through hell, and it's showing you all the worst parts of like your life and these horrors that you can't imagine. And so Adam Scott gets drunk, goes up to his room, and hangs himself. The bartender had some intuition that something was wrong, found him, they get him down. He returns to the hotel to get his stuff and finds out that the bartender has since gone missing. And there's this honeymoon suite that they are like, do not go in the honeymoon suite. It's haunted. There was a witch in there, blah, blah, blah. Him and the like homeless man, woods guy go up to the honeymoon suite to go look for her, and the manager of the hotel like attacks the homeless man and takes him away. Doesn't know Adam Scott's there. Adam Scott gets in, and that's where things go sideways, and we start to see the witch haunting him, attacking him, looking for him. And eventually we see that as it's progressing, it's the manager of the hotel that had killed the bartender and hidden her body in a dumbwaiter. So Adam Scott discovers that. The man locks him in there and is like, you're on your own. I'm not letting you out. So now that Adam Scott's up there, he's being haunted. All these things are going on. And we get to the point where he has descended the dumbwaiter. He's figured out a way to kind of like make sure it comes up, because he finds he had a recorder that he used to keep his notes on. The bartender had been like, there's no way up. The button's broken. We can't get out of the basement. So she ended up dying down there. He goes down, the recorder keeps playing on its own, and it's like, there's something down here, when that's where we really see the witch. He had figured out there was this alarm clock that kept like a thing that hit the bell. He removed the bell, put it in front of the dumbwaiter button, so it hit it on the hour. So he gets back up, the witch comes up, attacks him, and we get this moment where he sits down in front of a television screen, television static, and it pops on. And I wanted to highlight this moment because I think this is the single scariest movie monster I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's like this thing called Jack. I assume it's Jack Rabbit. It's a TV show that claims to be for kids. It is terrifying. Like, it haunted my dreams last night. It was so scary. That like starts talking about like how he messed up. He fucked up. He caused his mother's death, and we get the flashback of him playing with a gun when he's like 7 years old. His mom walks in and she's shot in the face. He shoots her in the face by accident. The gun goes off, and she dies like limp, falls over him limp, and like bleeds all over him. And that's how we find out that she died. And it turns out that his dad like then hated him after that. And it was a really dark childhood. So he's haunted by the witch, haunted by the witch. The homeless man comes back, had escaped, finds out that he's up there. He manages to get the signal to him, gets him out. Like the guy goes to get him out. He's killed by the assistant manager. The assistant manager starts trying to like get Adam Scott. Adam Scott goes down to the basement. The manager follows him. Adam Scott's caught by the witch. The manager goes down. He gets caught by the witch. Adam Scott's mother's spirit comes, says that she forgives him, knows it was an accident, and he finds his like lock saw in his pocket, and he's able to saw himself free of his chains as the manager is dragged into hell. We fast forward, Adam Scott's in the hospital recovering from his ordeal because the man tried to burn the building down, so he's like got like 3 deaths on his hands, and he's now missing forever because he's been dragged to hell. And the bellboy who Adam Scott had, like, he burned him with a spoon, he says, like, oh, I want to apologize. I spiked your whiskey with magic mushrooms. So if you've been drinking that, that's probably why you were tripping out. So it leaves you with this idea of like, was any of this real? What was real? What wasn't? And it kind of is like, of course it was real because the manager got dragged to hell. So overall, that's kind of the plot of the movie. If you're wondering, is this like a feel-good movie? It's not. Adam Scott's character is not likable. He doesn't wind up super likable by the end, but he winds up just likable enough that you're like, okay, I saw that you changed. It's really a story of him going through hell. It's the visions that he has. It's the death of the bartender that he liked, this one person who he kind of had this connection with, and all these horrors that he saw where like his childhood TV show that he loved is corrupted, and it's this disgusting looking thing, and the witch is hunting him, and his mother's dead corpse keeps popping up all over the place in the honeymoon suite that she and his father had shared together. And so he kind of goes through this whole like journey, I guess I should say. Where this movie falls somewhat short, I wouldn't say it falls all that short, honestly. It's a very good movie. It's a very good horror movie. The scares are very earned. It's just that it's dark and it's kind of hard. It's not really like a rewatch movie. You don't want to sit there and be like, yeah, I want to watch this over and over and over and over again. It's heavy. It sits on you and it kind of stays with you. And so while it's like a strong movie, has a great theme, great like acting throughout, amazing jump scares, amazing character work, amazing creature work, there are these pitfalls of it being so heavy at times that it feels oppressive. So that leads me to my final rating. Overall, I would give this a 7.8, which is a strong, like, yes, if you like horror movies, you should absolutely go see it. If you don't like horror movies, you're not going to like this movie. You are not going to have a good time. If you're looking for body horror, probably not for you. If you're looking for, anything short of that, like real deep dread, very Hereditary-esque dread, then this probably isn't for you. This is a lot of atmosphere, a lot of long shots, dragging it out, these moments that last, they may only be a few seconds on screen, but they last like minutes on screen, or minutes, like seconds in the moment, minutes on screen, and it's like it just drag you through and drag you through and drag you through. There's a few things that you have to kind of suspend your disbelief that like the killer would be so stupid, but overall a good time. For me, for my friend, my boyfriend, we all went, we had a great time, we walked out, we had a lot of good things to say about this. If you're a horror movie fan, then this is definitely going to be for you. And if you are a fan of movies, then this channel is for you. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope it was informative. I hope you got something out of it. If you're questioning whether or not to go see Hokum tonight, if you are a horror fan, you are going to love it. So I absolutely recommend it. But until next time, until the next movie that comes out is reviewed, my name is Steve, and that is a wrap.